Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with another question. Our question today is from Hemawari, and her question is: could you please make a video on how to manifest when you have anxiety that won't let you stop overthinking and imagine the worst case scenario? Hemawari, this is a very common situation. You will be surprised at how many people have the same issue going on as you. And I can tell you, sweetheart, that I was one of those people. Yes, I was a perpetual worrier. And on top of that, I was an A-type personality. I was go, go, go all the time. I felt like in the morning somebody, I felt like a wind-up toy. You wind it up and then it goes round and round in circles until it's spent. That was me. And that was a number of years ago. I am no longer like that. Life is so much nicer. So I can tell you what I did. Of course, like any other thing, there are so many ways to get to the same place, but I'll share with you what I did. And before I get into that, I want to do a welcome to people who are returning to my channel. Thank you for supporting my work. And those of you who are here for the first time, hi, I'm Zara Mahoon. I write the blog zmahoon.com, and I'm the author of 15 books. The 16th one is being written as we speak and will be out soon. On this channel, I like to answer questions from my subscribers, which includes you. And so if you have a law of attraction related question, you can send it to me through my website zmahoon.com. Also, just now, for a short period of time, I am offering a 30-minute free consultation, and the link to book a session is in the description below. The purpose of these sessions is to see if there's a fit for us to work together on a one-on-one basis. And so it will be an opportunity for me to help answer some of your questions and also to inform you about my coaching packages, courses, workshops, and seminars. All right, let's get into the answer for Hemawari. You see, sweetheart, the very first thing I want you to know is that anxiety and overthinking and imagining the worst case scenario is a habit, and it is a decision. Every time you worry, you are deciding to worry because you do have alternatives. You are choosing not to use those alternatives. You can stop. Soon as your thoughts go there and you know that you're imagining the worst case scenario, you can stop and you can say, not going to go there. And this is, I tell you, this is exactly what I have done. I have told myself that imagining the worst possible outcome is poisonous. And therefore, I am not going to go there, because every single time I go there, I am increasing the probability that the worst case scenario will happen, because I understand how law of attraction works, and that is what law of attraction does. Law of attraction will give you more of whatever you think about. If you think about disasters, then disasters will come, even though that's not your intention. Your intention is not to create a disaster. Your intention is the reverse. But law of attraction only gives you what you give your attention to. Once I realized this, I told myself, not going to go there, because it's bad for me. Why would I do something that is bad for me? And so I became extremely aware and vigilant of the direction of my thought. Soon as I saw that I was going towards the wrong direction, I would say, stop right now. And then I would shift my attention. I would actually sit down. I don't have to sit down and pick up a notebook and a pen anymore, because I have done this so many times now. I can do it in my head. But way back in those days, I used to have to sit down with paper and pen and start writing out why my scenario, my worst case scenario, was wrong. Yes, that's what I did. I would write about why the probability of my worst case scenario was less, why it didn't have to happen because the universe was supporting me. And then I would make a list of all the other much better scenarios that could become possible. And I would end with asking the universe to sort it all out. I would end by saying, I can't figure this out, universe. I'm going to hand this over to you. And once I handed it over to the universe, I stopped thinking about it. The problem is with a lot of people, and I understand it because I used to do that, is that on the one hand you pray, but on the other hand you don't give control to God. You don't give control to the higher intelligence that you believe in. You don't give them control. As long as you keep thinking about something, they don't have control. So you've got to stop thinking. And in the end, what happened accidentally was that I went to the library and I picked up 42 different self-help programs on CD, and I brought them home and I listened to them constantly. I told myself, I'm going to borrow someone else's thoughts because my thoughts are poisonous. So I'm going to listen to someone else who is much wiser than me. And so I listened to tons of Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, you name it, Abraham Hicks. I listened to something all the time. I had to do this exercise for 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, I can tell you that things had already started shifting for me even before those 30 days came to an end. Money came from surprising places. People became helpful suddenly. All sorts of things changed. And they changed because I was no longer getting in the way. You have sent me this message because you know that you are getting in the way. So, sweetheart, you've got to get out of the way. And so, do what I've just told you to do. Trust the universe, give it up to the universe, and then don't go there. And every time your thoughts go there, stop. Turn your thoughts around. Tell yourself that better things are possible. The worst case does not have to happen. And I'll tell you what I did. One last thing I did was, I told myself, what if the worst case scenario happens? Doesn't matter. I will survive, and in fact I will thrive because I will do a much better job. So the situation that I was in was financial, and I was just 5 days away from bankruptcy. And I told myself, if I do end up going bankrupt, it does not matter at all because I can start over again. I'm just going to get rid of every single thing that I have. I'm going to take my children and I'm going to go to another city and I'm going to start fresh. And I will do a much better job because this experience has taught me what I should not do. And lastly, the thing that I did, so I accepted that if things go wrong, I will have to contend with that because I created the mess in the first place. That acceptance is a relief, sweetheart. Giving up, as Abraham explains to us, when we give up, we don't give up the desire, we only give up control. And giving up control is a very good thing. You give up control to an entity that has a lot more power than you do. An entity that can truly change things for you. And lastly, the very last thing I did was that I started meditation. And I started telling myself that meditation was important and I would sit in meditation. I am more regular with my meditation practice now than I was in those days. I was not regular, but I did do it from time to time, and even doing it from time to time was helpful. So once, twice, 2 or 3 times a week still makes a difference. So you know what's good for you, Hemawari. You know what you need to do. You just have to do it. And stop making excuses. Oh, I can't do it. Well, that's just an excuse because your thoughts are under your control. Stop making excuses like that. That's exactly how it is, sweetheart. That's exactly how it is. Stop making excuses. Absolutely. If you keep telling yourself you can't do it, guess what? It's law of attraction. It's law of attraction. If you say you can't do it, law of attraction says, okay, you can't do it. Let me give you more of not doing it. But when you start saying to yourself, I can do this. I am able to do this. It won't happen all at once, but inch by inch, one little shift at a time, I can do this. Then the law of attraction will say, okay, you can do this. And then the law of attraction will help you to get there. So just now what you're doing is you are acting against yourself. You've got to start acting for yourself. Don't build a case against yourself. Build a case for yourself. All right. Love you so much, and I really, really want things to work out for you. But that's what you need to do, sweetheart, and there is no shortcut to it. We all have to do the work, and we cannot do it for each other. Each one of us has to do our own work. All right. Take care, my love. Bye for now.